Hi, have you ever wondered what does incarnation mean? And how do you explain it to someone who doesn't know? I'm Miss Nancy Ruth, and that's what we're talking about in today's video. It looks like my words might be flipped, so if you watch this video in a mirror, things will be correct on the screen. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Miss Nancy Ruth with Parent Road Ministries. I teach Bible skills, theology for kids, Christian worldview, and tips for working with kids. So if you'd like content like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel because that's what we post. All right, let's get back to our question. What does incarnation mean? If you're not familiar with this term, you might think, like I did, that it had something to do with a nation in a car. Incarnation. That's not what this word means, but it was sure fun to draw. I live in the States, so that's the United States. No, incarnation actually has something similar to the word carnivore. See the carn? Do you know what a carnivore is? A carnivore is a creature that eats meat. If you're a human, that might mean a hamburger or fried chicken or pork chops. Does your family eat meat? I'd love to know. Put your answer in the comments below and tell me your favorite dish. Even if you're vegetarian, I'd love to know your favorite dish. I'm always looking for new recipes, but even just ideas are great. All right, so just to be clear, if you eat meat and vegetables, it's called an omnivore, and if you eat just vegetables, it's a vegetarian. But today, we're talking about the word carnivore because it has this carn, which is similar to what is in our key word, incarnation. See the carn? Incarnation means in the flesh and typically has to do with God in the flesh, which is Jesus. That's a term we don't use very often nowadays, flesh. Do you know what that means? Let me show you and see if you can guess. This cow does not have a lot of flesh on it. This cow has some pretty good flesh on it. This cow has a lot of flesh on it. When I was younger, this is a picture of me when I was little. See those skinny little arms? When I was little, my grandmother used to tell me, you need some more meat on those bones. Put some more flesh, some more meat on those bones. What she meant was I needed to get some more flesh. Like, see, these arms are no longer sticks. This is a picture from not too long ago. So that's flesh. So in the flesh means in the body with flesh on your bones, okay? That also has to do with Jesus. Let's look at some verses that have to do with that. All right, so the first one is found in the book of John, chapter 1. This is verses 1 and 14. Verse 1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. So this is talking about Jesus. And then verse 14 says this, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. Became flesh. That's incarnation. That's it. Okay? That's Jesus, and that's what we're talking about and celebrating at Christmas. Let's look at another one. This is Philippians chapter 2, verses 6 through 11. Also talking about Jesus, who being in the very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but made himself nothing, taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. That's incarnation. And being found in appearance as a man, that again is incarnation. He humbled himself and became obedient to death, even death on a cross. Therefore, God exalted him to the highest place and gave him a name that is above every name, that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God our Father. Like I said, that is just what we celebrate at Christmas. Can you see my nativity up here? It's kind of hard to see with the bright light behind it. Is that better? Nope. There we go. Okay, see my nativity? That's what we celebrate at Christmas. How Jesus was born into a human body. Jesus became flesh, incarnation, so that he could grow up and die on the cross to take our punishment for sin, so that we can be saved if we believe in him. Remember, he didn't stay dead. He came back to life again as God's seal and promise that, yes, it is true. So this this whole incarnation thing is what we talk about all Christmas long. Listen to part of the Christmas story and listen for that incarnation part. This is Matthew chapter 1, verses 21 to 23. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. Did you hear it? Jesus was born as a human baby, incarnation. And in fact, there's another word in there that is related to incarnation. It said right there at the very end, his name was to be Emmanuel, which means God with us. Okay, Emmanuel, God with us, God in a human body, is incarnation. So now that you know what incarnation means, you also can hear it God incarnate. That's the same thing. God in human flesh, that's Jesus Christ. This Christmas, I want you to listen really carefully. Listen for incarnate, incarnation. Listen for these concepts of God becoming flesh, God being born in human flesh like Jesus Christ, because you'll now know what that means. If this video was helpful, make sure you like it and put in the comments below. I'm working on a series of videos like these that explain big Bible words and concepts. If you have some suggestions for future videos, put those in the comments as well. Thanks for listening, friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye.